Are you thinking of replacing your drafty old windows, but you're unsure what to buy? Maybe you're confused by the labels on the windows in the showroom. If so, watch this video to learn all about the energy performance ratings of your new replacement windows. Now, every new window in the showroom carries a special EnergyStar label which shows the energy performance specifications guaranteed by the National Fenestration Ratings Council, that's the NFRC. These labels are an important guarantee of the window specifications. So, okay, let's take a look at the labels. On the top right-hand side is the title box. Written up here is the manufacturer and model number. It has a description of the frame. Is it wood, vinyl, aluminum, fiberglass? Has the number of panes in the panel. Is it double or triple pane? It also has the fill. Normally this is going to be argon. The top of the line triple pane glass sometimes has krypton gas. Finally, we have the type of glass. Most commonly these days it will be clear glass with a low emissivity or low E coating. Now, below the title box are the very important energy performance ratings. The top left here is the U factor, which is a measure of the heat gain or loss through the window. It ranges from 0 to about 1.2, and the lower the number, the better. Now, builders accustomed to the R values used in insulation, you must note that the U factor is the inverse of the R value. So a U factor of 0.2, very good one for a window, is equivalent to an R value of 5. Compare this with typical R values of 13 or 23 for exterior walls, and you'll see why windows are a weak link in the thermal energy of your house. Now, the next box we're going to look at is the solar heat gain coefficient. That's SHGH. This indicates the fraction of solar or infrared radiation that can be transmitted through the window. SHGC ranges from 0 to 1, and in cold climates like Minnesota, the lower the better. The solar heat gain is controlled by low E coatings that reflect infrared and UV light. The important takeaway here is there's a trade-off between cutting IR light and cutting visible light. The more low E coatings you get, the darker your window will be. And this is measured in the next category on the label, the visible transmission, VT. This is the degree of visibility through the window. A high visual transmission is preferable because most people want plenty of natural light in their homes. The visual transmittance is measured from 0, where no light gets through, to 100 for the maximum. Finally, on this label is a box which explains the air leakage, also known as air filtration. Now, air leakage should be below 0.3 to qualify as an energy-efficient window. Hey, this is John from Artistry and Glass. We've been installing replacement windows for 37 years. So don't forget to subscribe if you like this video. Okay, now you understand these complicated labels. How do you use this information to choose the best replacement windows for your home? I'll just cover a few key points in this video. First, do not be taken in by aggressive window salesmen who claim that you can pay for your new windows with reduced utility bills. The bottom line is that windows will eventually pay for themselves in energy savings, but the length of time required for the windows to amortize is so long that the savings are essentially neutralized. However, double-pane windows offer many advantages in addition to saving on utility bills. Study the benefits and decide which ones are important to you. Security. Your old windows maybe don't lock securely. Noise. Double-pane windows will reduce noise pollution. Comfort. Heat or cold radiating from an old window is uncomfortable. Draft. Air leakage can bring dust and allergens into your home. Aesthetics. New windows may improve the appearance of your home. Danger. Old wooden window frames may contain lead-based paint. Very good idea to get rid of that dangerous toxin, especially if you've got kids in the house. Environmental. Reduced energy consumption lowers CO2 emissions, and you'll feel good because you're benefiting the planet. And finally, tax credits are available in some states. So if you decide to replace your windows, what energy performance ratings do you need? The first thing to do is to study the EnergyStar map to see which climate zone you live in. Now, the most important ratings are the U factor, the insulation, and the solar heat gain coefficient. These are the recommended EnergyStar values for the various climate zones. For the northern zone, your U factor should be less than or equal to 0.22. SHGC should be less than or equal to 0.17. For the north central zone, the U factor less than or equal to 0.25. Solar heat gain coefficient less than or equal to 0.40. For south central zones, U factor 0.28 and SHGC 0.23. And for the southern zones, U factor less than or equal to 0.32, solar heat gain coefficient less than or equal to 0.23. Now, the takeaway from this is that frigid Minnesota winters, you need a very low U factor to keep your precious heat inside your house, whereas in the scorching hot Arizona summers, you need a low solar heat gain coefficient to keep the hot sun out. Your final choice is somewhat complicated, but I'll leave you with a few takeaways. Double-pane windows with argon fill and low E coatings are now the industry standard. The technology is robust and reliable, and windows should last at least 20 years. So if in doubt, go for good quality double-pane windows with argon fill and a low E coating. Talk to several reliable dealers and get local advice. Not all types of double or triple pane windows will be available in your area. Purchase the best quality you can afford. The cost of installation is a substantial part of the total price, and there will be the same labor charge whether you buy cheap or expensive windows. Consider doing the installation yourself if you are handy. It's not that difficult, and it will save you a lot of money. Remember, you can mix and match windows, energy-efficient windows on south and west-facing parts of your home, and put less expensive windows on the north and east sides of your house. And remember, your garage and utility room do not need expensive double-pane glass. Watch out for more videos, and to some customers, contact Artistry and Glass for detailed advice. We are your replacement window consultants since 1986.